Yo, one thing about life and one thing about being a man is that you cannot just sit around feeling sorry for yourself. You cannot just sit around having a pity party by yourself, thinking that the world and everybody around you is going to care realistically about how you feel. Bro, I'm going to tell you some straight up facts right now. Number one, misery loves company. So the only type of people you're really going to attract are similar people who are down, negative, low vibrational, and miserable if you're already in that state of mind. Because people who are winning, elevated, operating at a high frequency, successful, you know what I'm saying, wealthy, most of the time, that low vibrational stuff and those types of people repel them. They repel us. So there's no way you will ever integrate and become great until you elevate. Yeah. So listen, family, there's no time to be feeling sorry for yourself. Bottom line, okay? And the bottom line is that there's no time. So right now, do something. Do something today that will get you closer to your goals, closer to your dreams, closer to where you want to be, closer to becoming the person that you want to be. Just anything that can remotely move the needle forward. Anything, sir, because you have to realize there is no such thing as stagnation, really. If you're not growing, you're dying, fam. If you're not improving, if you're not getting better, you're ultimately getting worse and declining. Okay? And here's the thing. I know sometimes it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know exactly like what I want and where I want it. Like, the clarity is not there for you. I understand that, family. I've been there before. But the number one thing you can do is just start tackling day by day, one day at a time, moment by moment. Work on your mindset. Hit the gym. Get that first win. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, make your bed. Have a nice routine. Do your skincare. Shout out to Cheese Hanley. Link in the description. Right? Like, take care of yourself. Take care of how you step out. Right? Present yourself. Hit the gym. Get swole. Right? Get swole. And then you're like, okay, well, what do I want to do? How am I going to make money? How am I going to get the girl? Like, how am I going to, like, reach my goals? Like, do something. Go to the website. Do the research. Start the LLC. Make the investment. Make the call. Send the email. Like, these are things you need to do. Even if it's just small. Even if you're just chiseling away. Right? And you're kind of sculpting that life one day at a time. That's fine. We're in it for the long haul anyways, G. We're in it for the long term anyways, G. Success is a grind anyways, family. We're not here talking about overnight success. We're not here talking about, going from 0 to 100 like that instantly. Nah. Hell no, that's not the case. But the thing is, like, as you start to make moves, as you start to progress, as you start to work on yourself, and you start to develop and evolve, your clarity starts to improve, your path starts to clear, and you start to really develop direction, and the tunnel vision effect kicks in, right? All of a sudden, you just locked in because now you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm headed. I can see the light, right? A lot of you, bro, maybe you right now, you can't see the light because you just have so much going on in your mind, in your life, that it's just, you're blinded. You're blinded. You might even be blinded by the light. A lot of times there are opportunities right in front of our faces, but we can't even focus on it because we're focused on the wrong thing. But if we just pivot our attention, you can see the good. There's always good in the situation, family. There's always good in the situation. But what happens is we often get caught up in the problem. We get caught up in the problem, and then we get caught up in the rat race, and then we never really have time to focus on the solution or how to get out of the problem. So we get stuck. And then that's it, right? And that's it for a lot of people. They just give up. We're not here to give up. You're not going to give up. Don't feel bad about yourself. You can improve. You can get better. You can win. Even if you've lost, even if you feel like you're a loser, if you feel like you're down and out, bro, you don't even need people. Like, you think you need people, like, and I don't mean to get this, like, I'm not saying, like, we don't need people. Like, obviously, you need social interactions, and the world thrives and revolves around humans serving and helping other people. But what I'm telling you, bro, is, like, you don't need to try to fit in right now. You don't need to be trying to be like, oh, I need friends, and, oh, I need a whole bunch of validation. Like, nah, none of that. All you need to do is just lock in on your goal, bro. Start taking, like, even if it's the most minor action, bro. It don't even got to be that serious, bro. It can be something just minor, like you make the YouTube video, boom, you post the post on content on Instagram. Like, just do small things, anything that's gonna get you to where you want to be closer. I'm saying, go get your hair cut, go groom yourself. Anything that's gonna make you feel more confident, anything that's gonna get you more prepared to win. Like, you need to be battle ready. You need to be presentation and performance ready, bro, at all times. Like, if you really want to win and really level up, what happens when you go out into the world, right? And you're not sharp. Like, you didn't hit the gym, so your confidence is low. You didn't groom, so you don't really look good. Like, you didn't really dress up because you thought you were just gonna like run in and run out. And now you don't even like. And then there's a baddie walking around. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that situation? Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna. No, you're not, bro. You're not even gonna get any time of day, bro. She's not about to rock with you, bro. All I'm saying is be ready so you don't got to get ready, family. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. A lot of the problems you face right now are just due to the fact that you're not really ready for whatever it is. Like your money, if your money was right, you'd be ready for whatever. You'd be like, I could buy this, I could buy that, I could pay for this, I could pay for that, I can go here, I can go there. But the money thing is not, it's not where it needs to be. You feel me? So you probably be, a little bit of insecurity. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of instability. A little bit of like, a little bit of humility right there. A little bit of shame, a little bit of guilt. But there's no reason to feel that way. But bro, raise your vibration. Money isn't even everything, bro. And the better you become, we've talked about this, the better we become as individuals, the money starts to flow. Napoleon Hill even said it. Napoleon Hill said, like, once you start to realize and you think and grow rich and realize that you're already rich and you already are abundant, you already have like rich as your birthright, like being rich is your birthright. And as soon as you claim that and just live that, as soon as you recognize that fact, bro, like you're good. Right? Napoleon Hill said that once money starts to flow into your life, it's going to start to flow in such massive amounts that you'll be wondering where it was throughout all those lean years. Meaning, like, there's a flow of money out here. There's infinite money, bro. There's more money than there are trees and blades of grass and blades of little grains of sand, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But the problem is you're just not in circulation with it. You're just not where it's at. You're not in the flow. You're not in the circulation of the currency. So you got to figure out how to get into the currency if that's what you're talking about. If it's money, if it's your physique, bro, simple. Macros, fats, proteins, carbohydrates, your macros. Get that shit together. If you need help with any of this, just send me a message, bro. I got you. Straight up. Easy. I've been doing this for some years. Mindset. I'm always elevating my mindset. I'm always listening to personal development, reading personal development, business, books, psychology, books, just things about that, bro. And also, like, really dial in, like, on, like, hobbies. Like, you don't always need to be working. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I work a lot, but I've been lately trying to find ways to, you know, balance it out a bit. You know what I'm saying? Do something fun, like go golfing, or, you know what I'm saying, go swimming, or go chill in the jacuzzi. You know what I'm saying, or just go listen to some music, go for a cool drive, or just go look around at some stores. You feel me? Or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, relax, bro. You don't gotta always just be like expecting the most of yourself in every circumstance, bro. Like, life is made to be enjoyed. Life is made to be like embraced and just experienced, right? Just be for a moment. We got, especially in the Western civilization, we got kind of programmed where it's like, bruh, we got to constantly be on the go. We got to constantly be hustling. We got to constantly be grinding. We got to constantly just be working, like comparing, buying this, buying that. Like, nah, bro, you could just chill, bro. There's people living there's people living like in Thailand, people living in different countries, and they're just chilling, bro. Like, they're not even stressing about the material stuff. They're not stressing about the rat race like we are over here in Western civilization. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with buying stuff, having stuff. But, bro, like, don't put so much weight on your shoulders. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Unless that's something that works for you. Unless that's what you like. You feel me? Unless that, like, motivates you and helps you thrive. You know, and everybody has different variations and versions of success and definitions of what it means to be successful and versions of, you know, fulfillment. So it's like, bro, we don't always have to do the same things. You don't have to be like anybody. You don't have to try to reach the same goals or the same levels of success, like the same monetary goals, or the same type of house, or the same type of car, or the same amount of money in the bank, or the same type of girl, like the same style. Like, you don't have to do anything the same as anybody, bro. Just do what you want to do. And most importantly, do what God's telling you to do. Do what God is, like, listen to that voice in your mind, that's like that consciousness that's just telling you from the highest source, like, this is what you should do. Do this, and just go for it. And just lean into that with faith. And I know there's a lot of fear involved. I know there's a lot of uncertainty involved. And I know you can't really see how it's going to work. But like I said, you just got to lean into it with faith. You got to just trust the process, believe in it. And as you start to take action, as you start to do one thing at a time, like, I guess I'm just going to do this. I guess I'm just going to do that. You're going to see your world unfold. You're going to see things come to life, bro. It's like right now, if you can see the sky right now, it's like the sun is shining, but there's clouds over it. But have you ever seen, like, as the clouds, like, are in the sky and they move, like, eventually the sun, like, you can see it? That's what's going to happen for your life. Right now, it might be a little blurry, but as you start to take action, right? As you start to make motion, right? Just get into motion, do something, take action, action. That's the key here. You can't just sit around and think and talk about it. You got to do something. And as you start to create action, you create activity, you create motion, you have kinetic energy. And eventually that sun, that light, that beacon of purpose will start to show. Your intentions will start to show. The reasoning behind it all will start to show. It'll all make more sense for you. So this is something that I've been thinking about lately, you know what I'm saying, and things that I'm like implementing in real time. And I know sometimes like you're not motivated, bro. Fuck motivation. You're not gonna be motivated sometimes. It just is what it is. You have to just do it anyways. You have to just do it anyways. That's discipline. That's called being a real man. That's saying what he means and meaning what he says and doing what he says and saying what he does and just being a man of his word, like straight up. Like actions speak louder than words. Like you have to match all that shit up, bro. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Because here's the problem. Every time you say you're gonna do something and then you don't do it, yeah, number one, if you're talking to other people, you say these things, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, and then your credibility is shot with them. Yeah. Now, number two is like even with yourself, bro, because you told somebody that, and you told yourself that, like you made yourself a goal, like I'm gonna make this much money, or I'm gonna stop doing this, or I'm gonna stop doing that, or I'm gonna start this, right? I'm gonna hit the weights. I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm gonna stop drinking drugs or alcohol. Or I'm gonna you know, start walking more. I'm gonna approach more girls, or I'm gonna try this in my business, or I'm gonna work on this many hours in my business more, or I'm gonna, like, whatever it is that you decided that you're gonna do. If you didn't do it, like you said you're gonna do it, now there's a disconnect with yourself. Now there's a lack of trust with yourself because you didn't hold your own word and you didn't hold yourself accountable. So now you don't even trust yourself. And there's a weird subconscious energy and aura that comes from that. So every day I'm like, damn, bro, like I told myself I'm going to put out content every day. I told myself I'm going to make videos. I told myself I'm going to hit the gym. I told myself I'm going to, you know, treat myself like the best version of myself, like the wealthy Westbrooks, like Henry Aaron Westbrooks, multi-millionaire. Like, how would he act? How would he behave? What would he do? What would his day-to-day be like? How would he speak? How would he reach out to the community? What would his message be? I'm acting as if I'm operating from the wish fulfilled. These are terms from like Neville Goddard and things like laws of assumption, bro. Like these are concepts that I can teach you about when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to living your best life, when it comes to raising your vibration, when it comes to essentially escaping the matrix and living a life full of abundance, freedom, like getting your time, getting your life back, getting your foundation of peace and just your control, bro. Like, don't you want to have full control and autonomy over your life? And the problem you probably experience is like your boss is telling you to do this, you got girls telling you to do this, your friends, like you don't really do what you want to do authentically because you got so many things and people pulling you every which way. Plus you got time running against you. Plus, you're not like listening to the right content. You're not eating the right things. You're not really raising your vibration and treating yourself and doing what's in your control. There's no wonder you're sitting there like, bro, because here's the thing. You got to meditate. You got to slow down. You got to recollect. You got to relax. And understand that your life is up to you. There's going to be times where you're going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be times when you're not going to know what to do. There's going to be times when you have to give up things or sacrifice things. And there's going to be times when you face loss and you would just have to just learn from that. But again, doing something is 9 times out of 10 better than doing nothing. You got to do something. When it comes to your life, when it comes to today, like today, what will you do so that you'll be happy when when your head hits the pillow tonight? Like, what is something that you can do that'll make you proud of yourself, right? Feel like a sense of accomplishment or productivity or proud, right? Like maybe you start an LLC, maybe you finally pay off your credit card, maybe you finally go to the gym, maybe you like cut out tobacco or vaping, maybe you stop drinking, maybe you like just work on anger management and you just start smiling and being nice to people, maybe you like drive more peacefully, maybe you start to call your family more. Like whatever it is that you think and want to do and implement that you believe would change your life for the better, do it. So oftentimes we sit around and like come up with these concepts, these ideas that would actually be great and beneficial and life changing, but we just for whatever reason don't do it. It's kind of like this concept of like cognitive dissonance, where it's like you don't do what you know you should do, or you do what you know you shouldn't do. There's like this disconnect. Like, start doing those things. Your life can change drastically. Like, I wake up and I send out messages to people I love and care about. Like, I'll be like, hey, good morning, hey, how are you? Or I'll send like a reel or a meme or just some information, or just like checking in, like, because that puts me in a state of gratitude. That puts me in a state of mind where I'm like, I'm grateful for these people. I'm sending out love. I'm sending out positive vibrations just to start my day. Just to start my day. And then as the sun starts to shine and the clouds start to, you know, hide themselves, bro, like, life is good every single day. But you got to put yourself into that vibration every single day. You're not going to wake up necessarily like every day, dog. Like, no, you're probably going to wake up like, damn, like you might want to go back to sleep, especially if you're not living life on your own terms. If you're working a job you hate, if you're in a circumstance or going through some bullshit, like your life is like full of struggle and problems, sometimes you might just want to sit there and sleep because you don't even want to face reality. But you can't do that, right? You can't do that. You can't just sit around and be like, again, oh, my life is so bad. Oh, the bill collectors. Oh, the debt. Oh, my boss. Oh, my job. Oh, the traffic. Oh, my city. Oh, like, you can't sit around and do all this stuff blaming everybody but yourself. As a man, take full accountability. As a man, everything that happens in your life is truly up to you and your fault. If you just act like that and you just believe that and you embody that and you hold that to be true, and you take that to be true, you're going to be liberated from any other source of external disappointment or pain, because you'll have unwavering certainty that your life is up to you, and everything that happens in your life, even if it seems like it's not, is up to you, and it's all because of you. Well, and you're going to sit there and you're going to analyze yourself oftentimes, and I really recommend, like, you do the self-analyzing. Like, analyze yourself, do the self-reflection. Like, how did you get to where you're at? Why are you in the circumstances that you're in right now? What led you to where you're at? What did you do? What didn't you do? Like, really reflect, retrace your steps, assess, analyze. Well, okay, if I did this differently, this would have happened. Or if I didn't do this, that would have happened, right? If I would have did this, or if I would have said that. Like, get all of this clear in your mind as much as you possibly can from the past before you even try to move forward, because you can't really proceed forward and know where you're going until you know where you're at. Like, when you're using a GPS on your phone, you have to have the current location before you can even set it to where you want to go, right? So if you don't know where you're at, that's a problem. And the best way to figure out where you're at is to figure out, well, where did you start from? And that's gonna give you a real good indication of like where exactly you're at. Like, if you can just retrace everything up to where you're at currently, it'd be good.